Alright, so I wanted to try something a little bit different, a little story time, about my first clan. Now this wasn't the first clan I ever joined, but it was the first clan I ever actually wanted to be in. Like, I actually tried really hard to get into. Alright, so I'll give you some background information. TF2 was the first online game I ever played. I had like Quake and Unreal Tournament, and I think I played them online once and got like destroyed when I was like 10 years old. But, so at this point in TF2 I probably had around 500 hours, and I was clan tagged up. Like, and I thought I was so cool. I had probably 4 clan tags on, maximum number of Steam characters, like, I was really freaking cool. And me and my brother just thought it was really cool to be in a lot of Steam groups. Like, it meant that we were good or something. We'd always be like, oh, I'm in 36 Steam groups, you're only in 30. Like, get wrecked. And I didn't know about the automatic invite that a lot of servers use. So when you join their server, you automatically get an invite to their group. I thought people were like handpicking me, like watching me play. I'm good enough, that's why I'm invited to your group. You know, that's how I thought it was. I thought I was earning these invites. So I joined this server called Gold Claimers, and people are talking, people are being friendly, they're funny. A lot of them have mics. And this was rare, like this was 7 years ago. Not everybody had a mic like it is now. I didn't have a mic. But this server was like an actual community, and I just didn't see that very often. And it was really late. There's probably less than 10 people in the server at the time, but some people that stood out were Clutch, being the main one. He was hilarious. He had a mic, he was using it all the time. He'd rage really hard when he died, especially to spies, and at this point I was a spy main. I was a spy main till about 2,000 hours in. And it was hilarious. I mean, it wasn't like angry rage, like he was mad, he was screaming, but he wasn't actually mad at you. Like, it was clearly like he was having fun. And other people that stood out were the spy mains of the group, which I think at this time it was only Jerry and Hologram. I also like really liked Wrath when I found out he was in the group. Jerry and Hologram were Ambassador, Dead Ringer spies. They'd like do a bunch of trick stabs. And it was just awesome to me, obviously. And I wanted to learn something from them. Like, I loved spy mains. And so I'm like, this group is awesome. They're like really friendly. It's an actual community. And so I show the group to my brother. I show the server to my brother. And he loves the group. He loves Clutch. He really wants to be in this group. So me and my brother are like trying our asses off to get into this group. We're going there almost every day. Every day we can, playing our hardest, trying to get an invite to this group. We figured out who the admin was. If he was in there, we were trying extra hard. I mean, we were all out trying to get into this group for a few weeks. And my brother got our IRL friend to play TF2 also. And so we showed him the server. And he really wanted to be in this group. He loved the group. And so a few days later, we're all 3 trying to get into this group to get an invite, earn our way into this group. And one day, this guy, our friend, just straight up asks. He just asks if he can join the group and clan tag up. And me and my brother are just like, you can't do that. They're not just gonna invite you because you ask. You have to earn it. What are you doing? And they say, yeah, sure. They send him a group invite and he clan tags up. And me and my brother are like in shock. He runs into my room and like, Dre just got into GC, what the fuck? How could this happen? We've been trying for weeks, all he did was ask. He's only been playing in the server for a few days. And then, well, yeah, me and my brother just ask, and they're like, yeah, sure, you can join the group. We thought you were already in it. So yeah, our friend got into the group before we did. We were trying our asses off, all we had to do was ask. And if you're curious about what happened to that group, It did live a long time. I mean, it was alive a lot longer before I joined it. But it was a great time. Really enjoyed the server. They did say that they were going to close it down, and then everyone kind of moved to another server that a guy in the group made, Blacklight. And we just all kind of jumped on that server and kind of continued the GC group through Blacklight, with some new additions later on, of course. And we were a TF2 server for a really, really long time. We played competitive UGC together several seasons. It did eventually die. A lot of us stopped playing TF2. A lot of people moved to CSGO. There's only about like 5 people that still regularly played TF2. So it just didn't make sense to keep the server up. I was one of those 5 people, by the way. I was also, and I still am, an admin on the Blacklight server as well, so GC didn't end up dying either. It actually just turned into a Saxton Hale server. But I'll link both groups in the chat, in the description, because why not? Thanks for watching. Let me know if you liked these little story time videos.